Hello everyone, this is Benjamin here, and in today's video we shall be talking about how to publish your own book easily. So kindly subscribe to this channel, click on the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell, because by doing so you are encouraging me to create more videos like this. I welcome you on board. Let's get started. We shall first look at the highlights of what we shall be talking about. Book publishing is a very important process, and if you learn how to publish your own books, of course it will increase your purchasing power, because books are always in demand, especially if you come up with an interesting one. Now the highlights. We shall begin with the introduction, then look at number 2, define your reason for publishing a book. 3, choose a book title. 4, get your manuscript ready. Number 5, edit your book. Number 6, obtain the ISBN. 7, design your book cover. 8, typeset and print. And 9, promote and market your books. Before we get into details, I want you to know that I am sharing this information based on practical experience. I have published 8 books in printed forms that are being used in various schools in my country. I have also written and published a number of e-books on various platforms such as Amazon.com, Payhip, and Lulu. So the process of publishing books is something that I am knowledgeable about, and I can speak about it because it is a process that I have always done time and time again. So let's get into it. By way of introduction, there's need to ask the question: have you written a book, or are you finding it difficult to publish the one you have written? Or are you intending to write one, but you are worried about how to get it published? Of course, if that is the case, this video is for you. I went through hell, so to say, when I was looking for help on how to publish my first book. It was an uphill task. But after that frustrating experience, I promised myself that I was going to help upcoming authors avoid that horrible experience. So in this video, I want to explain to you how to publish your first book without tears. The first step is to define your reason for publishing a book. Why? There is always a purpose to everything, and your purpose is a powerful tool in giving you the necessary drive. It is often said that when the going gets tough, only the tough gets going, and it is your purpose for doing something that really makes you a tough person and gives you the resilience, the persistence to go through the process, even in the face of odds. So the first step is to define your purpose for publishing a book. Is it a true vocation you have found? If you get a copy of my book entitled The Blueprint for Amazing Career Success, you will understand that purpose is a powerful thing to discover in one's life, and vocation is the product of your purpose. So is it a true vocation you found? Is it a childhood dream you want to actualize? Or are you publishing a book simply because you want to be called an author? These are critical questions that need to be answered. Your reason for publishing a book will form your motivation and determine the passion with which you will pursue your objective. So it is very important that you define your reason for publishing a book. That forms the foundation and gives you the impetus and the courage to pursue that laudable objective. Now, having said this, let's get to the next point, which is to choose a title. The title of a book is like someone's name. It matters a lot. So choosing a title for your book is a very critical step. You need to do a lot of research and brainstorming in order to pick a very good title. I know a number of authors who really fought battles and made a lot of research to come up with their best-selling titles, and it's always very important for you to choose the best title for your book. One of the things that readers consider when buying a book is the title. So it is correct to say that by their titles you shall know them, because when people Google for a book, when people are searching for a book, they have a particular title in mind. So choose a book title, and that is a critical step to take. The next step is to get your manuscript ready. Your manuscript is the original copy of your book. If you've not written the book, you need to write one. If you are having some difficulties in starting or completing your book, you can watch my video lecture on 10 steps in writing a novel. That will give you some insight into the process involved in writing a book. Of course, that video is live on YouTube, and you can always get it. The next step is to edit your book or your manuscript if you like. Editing is the process of preparing your manuscript or written material for publication by correcting or modifying it. If you want to publish a book that will be worthwhile, of course, you want to make sure that all errors are eliminated. You also want to make sure that the book is structured properly, and the thematic preoccupation, if it's a fictional work, is engaging, and all aspects of the book are put in order. That's the work of editing. If you are not linguistically competent, or if you are not knowledgeable about editing a book, you had better hire a professional editor to do the job for you. It doesn't make sense to spend a lot of money and efforts and time to write a book, and then it will be marred by errors. So you need to go the extra mile to ensure that proper editing of the work is done. The next stage is to get the ISBN for your book. ISBN is International Serial Book Number, and it is mandatory as it gives your book a universally accepted identity. Of course, the title of your book could be similar to other people's titles. In fact, you can't guarantee that other authors from other parts of the world won't choose the same title you have chosen. But the international serial book number is unique, and that gives your book its unique identity. So it is important you get it. You can obtain your ISBN directly from your country's national library, or you can let your publisher get one for you. The books I have published so far, the ones that are in printed form, of course, I obtained the ISBN directly from the national library, and each of the book has its ISBN. Of course, if you are publishing an e-book, you can simply allow the platform handling the publishing to assign an ISBN to the book. Of course, each of the platforms can easily assign a free ISBN to your ebook if you choose to allow them to do so. The next stage is to design your book cover. The book cover plays a critical role in the promotion and marketing of a book. This is because most readers do actually judge a book by its cover. Of course, people will always tell you not to judge a book by its cover. Ironically, most readers do judge a book by its cover. So, in view of the importance of having a good cover for your book, you need to make sure that you design a very beautiful and attention-grabbing cover for your book. That will ensure that the readers will have interest and the book will draw the attention of prospective buyers. If you are not good at designing, you had better get someone to do it for you. However, there are currently various types of software you can use to do the job. Where you have some difficulties, it's always better you give it to the experts. Now, having said that, I want you to know that when I published most of my books, I had to allow a professional designer to handle it. What I did was to supervise the process. As the author, you are the originator and the owner of the dream. You have the vision of the kind of book you want to project. You have to supervise the process and tell the experts the way you want it so that they will get it done the way you want it. Now, the next stage is typesetting and printing. This stage depends on the type of publishing method you choose to adopt. The printed copies, paperback or hardcover, or ebooks. It could also be self-publishing or publishing through a traditional publisher. Whichever way, you still need to cross-check the process to ensure that everything is the way you want it. If you are self-publishing through an online platform such as Amazon.com, Lulu, and others, the work becomes easier because their software takes care of most of the processes. In any case, you still need to supervise the process and make changes where necessary. The next stage is simply to promote and market your books when the publishing has been done. When I published my first book, which I self-published, even though it's in printed form, when I brought the copies back home, I realized that the missing link was the marketing aspect, and I needed to become a marketer right away, because it doesn't make sense to spend all your money and all your time and all your energy in getting a book published, and then it won't give you returns on your investment. So it's no longer wise to sit back and depend on the publisher to market your books for you. Gone are the days when people would simply give the book to a publisher and the publisher would do everything. Of course, some established publishing houses still do it for a few that are privileged to have them publish their books for them. But if you are availing yourself of the various publishing opportunities that exist right now, you should be prepared to promote and market your books by yourself. As the author, you have the responsibility to promote and market your book to other people in order to earn money for your efforts. At this stage, let's recap. We have gone through the introduction, and we have seen that you need to define your reason for publishing a book. You need to choose a book title, get your manuscript ready, edit your book, obtain the ISBN, design your book cover, typeset and print, and then the rest will be to promote and market your books. So that is how it has been in today's video lecture. I want you to remember to subscribe to this channel. Click on the subscribe button below. Click on the notification bell as well. Like I said before, by doing so, you are encouraging me to create more videos that will help a lot of people out there. Thank you for watching. Bye for now, and remain blessed.